Welcome to a monthly makeup basket. So I have done these a few times over the years and I've decided that it was time to do this again. I've mentioned that this was coming a few times in some previous videos. So I have a basket here of makeup products and I'm going to take you through what I've chosen to use for this first month. Some of these products were requested when I did my massive makeup haul because I mentioned in that video if there was anything you wanted to see me play with a little bit more, just let me know and I'd be more than happy to do so to let you know my thoughts. I don't really like to talk about products when I've only used it once or twice because it's not really a good representation of how the product really works. For me. I like to use it a few different ways. All right, so there's a decent amount of product in this basket. This is going to be all of my daily makeup for the month of May. So the first thing I have here is a face primer, and I will go in the order roughly that I would put things on my face. So this is a primer from The Ordinary. This is the High Adherence Silicone Primer. So it's a high adherence blurring surface smoother and primer. It's an absolute necessity for me because if I skip primer, I find that I always break out regardless of what foundation I use. This is one I bought to try because so many people were talking about The Ordinary, so I'm just going to keep using this till it's gone. I didn't bother to put in my eyeshadow primer because I only have one. It's the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion and I've talked about that forever. I really love that eyeshadow primer. I wanted to play around with some things, so I thought that I would just throw in other products like these cream eyeshadow sticks. These are from Laura Mercier. These are the Caviar Stick Eye Colors. And I have three of them, three little mini guys, so I thought that I would throw all three in to use as bases underneath my eyeshadows. Because they are all neutral shades, I thought that it would pair well with the Anastasia Master Palette by Mario, which is my Pan That palette. That's why there's no other eyeshadows in here because I'm really just trying to work on panning that palette. So I have the shades Amethyst, Rose Gold, and Au Naturel. And Au Naturel is the only matte one, but I like the little bit of shimmer. I think that will work well with some of the metallics. Maybe I like to layer things. So I thought these three would be fun to play with because I haven't used them that much. Next, I have a foundation. This is from Hourglass. This is the Immaculate Liquid Powder Foundation. It's a mattifying foundation. I usually like to mix it with other things, and this is kind of old now, so I wanted to see if it was still somewhat workable, if it's something that I want to pan or not. I thought that I would also throw in from Dior the Hydra Life BB Cream. This is in Luminous Beige, and I did forget to mention the Hourglass foundation shade I have is in Pearl. Then I have from Too Faced the Born This Way concealer in the shade Fair. So I know it's a little bit too yellow for me, but again, I want to see if it's workable, if it's something that I want to potentially pan, or if it's something that I want to declutter. That's what I did with my makeup baskets when I did them last year. I either decided to hang on to things to pan, to just play with and use a little bit more, or if I wanted to declutter something, using it for a month really gave me enough time to make that decision smartly. So that's what I'll be doing again. I have the Urban Decay Naked Skin Highlighting Fluid in Sin, which is a liquid highlighter, and I'm not sure how I'm going to use it yet. I forgot to mention this one earlier. This is from Becca. This is the Anti-Fatigue Under Eye Primer. I have two face powders. I have the banana powder from NYX, which I thought that I would try and see if there's any way that I could possibly use it. This is something that was passed down to me from my sister, so I thought that I would give it a chance and see if maybe I can make something work. And then I've mentioned this one a few times. This is a powder from Givenchy. This is a 4-in-1, also a color correcting powder. It's got 4 pastel shades in here. This was sent to me by PR, just so you guys know, but I've been using it a little bit and I like it, and I just thought that I would play around with it a little bit more. I'm going to be repeating myself a lot here. Everything is stuff that I want to play around with a little bit. I thought that I would throw in Hoola Light from Benefit. I know it's a matte bronzer and it's more about warmth, but I thought maybe I could try it as a contour powder because I really didn't have one that I wanted to throw in this makeup basket. I have like 3-ish that I like and that I know I would be keeping. So I thought I would try something else out to see what I really think about it. Because I actually just found this in one of my drawers, totally forgot that I had it. That's the problem when you have too much makeup. I also have another bronzer. This is from Kevyn Aucoin. This is the Capri bronzer. It's like a 3-in-1 with the highlighter, blush, and bronzy color, which you can mix together. This was requested by a couple people who wanted to hear more about it, so it's good with me. I've been actually using it a lot lately. I really like the way that it warms up my skin. The combination of the 3 shades together seems to be working pretty well for me. And then another request was the Anastasia blush kit in Gradient. So this is a quad of blushes with 4 deeper shades. I can also use like this shade here, Dusk, as a contour, so I thought that it would work. If Hoola doesn't really work for me, then this one will work. Maybe I can mix the two together. And then some deeper blushes for some more dramatic blush looks. And yet another requested blush. This is from Wet n Wild. This is one of the ombre blushes. There's no name anywhere on the packaging, but it's this beautiful peachy ombre blush. So I thought that this would be a good lighter option if I don't want to go as heavy like with the Anastasia blush kit. Moving on into more highlighty products, I have this little duo from Bare Minerals. This is the translucent powder duo. One side is supposed to be matte and one side is supposed to be glow. I do remember it being pretty glowy both sides, but I don't really remember. But I thought that I'd put it in here because I don't know if I would necessarily use the matte side that much, maybe. But the glow I thought might be something I could work with, or something I could pair with some of the other highlighters that I chose, because I wanted to play around with some different things that I haven't been reaching for lately. This is fairly new to me. This was passed on to me from my sister. This is one of the Light Chaser highlighters from Becca. This is Champagne Dream Flashes Bellini. So it's too dark for me to wear just on its own. It just ends up looking like a stripe on my face. So I thought that I could mix it with the Bare Minerals one a little bit and maybe come up with a lighter champagne glow. I really like the Light Chasers because they have that beautiful duochromatic sheen. Just I find them to be a little bit too dark for me to be able to wear just straight on their own, which is what I would like to do. Another duochromatic highlighter that I chose is from NYX. This one is Snow Rose, and this is a beautiful pink duochrome. A lot of people were going crazy about these, like when the Moonchild Glow Kit came out with Pink Heart. This is very similar to that one, and it's also very similar to the pink shade in the Kat Von D Alchemist palette. There's a lot of things that are very similar to this, but I thought that this might also be something that I could mix and match with, and I could potentially use this as a brow bone inner corner highlight as well. For brows, I decided to throw in my MAC brow set because I've been using it a lot lately anyway, and I'm noticing it's starting to really dry out. So I feel like another couple more weeks of just continuous use and it will be done, and then I'm gonna have to decide if I'm gonna repurchase it or if I'm gonna try something else. And then I picked up this thing a while ago. This is the Maybelline Tattoo Studio Brow Gel, and this is one of those weird gimmicky kind of products where, yeah, this is a brow gel. This is not a spoolie. It's just like a brush. You kind of put it into your brow hair, and then it came with a little like mascara wand that you can use to brush it through. I've used it a few times and I haven't been crazy about it, so we'll see what the next month brings. I picked out a brand new mascara. Another thing I forgot I had that's actually still in the packaging. I bought some stuff from the drugstore a while ago and I heard a lot of people saying amazing things about this mascara. This is the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise, and I got the shade Mystic Black because I really like my mascara to be black. So I thought that I would try this because I really need to switch out my mascara. So this is really a lesson for me to not buy products before I need them. There was no reason for me to have this mascara sitting in a drawer for 2 months. Like, there was no reason for it. We're dealing with it. I haven't bought makeup in a long time now, so we're dealing with it. Okay, I have a few lip products to end everything off. So I decided to choose 3 of my MAC lip liners in some various shades, and I have some lip products to go with it. Last time I did my makeup baskets, I was doing lipstick roulette, so I didn't have any lip options. This time around, I really want to play with some things again. So I've got Spice, I've got Fruit Cocktail, and I've got Edge to Edge. So I really wanted to make sure that I had 3 different shades. And lip liners are great because I can either use them just as a little bit of definition around, like I use Spice for this look today actually, and I can fill in a lip if I want to. I can top it with lipstick, I can top it with lip gloss, so I've got lots of options. So for lip options, I really wanted to pick stuff that I've either never used or stuff that I've barely used. So the first thing I picked is from Huda Beauty. This is one of the lip strobes, and this is in Snobby. From Lancome, I chose this matte shaker. This is Energy Peach. Please excuse the swatches because I'm using my left hand to swatch and I'm right-handed, so these swatches look great. I have this Quench Lip Rescue from Tarte in Nude. I'm putting this in here because I might put it into my problematic products project pan or whatever it is when I get around to that. So I thought that I would use it for a little bit and see if it's something that I want to commit to panning or if I'm just okay with decluttering it. I love this packaging. This is what my soul looks like. And then the last thing I have is from ColourPop. This is one of the blotted lips, and this is in the shade Drip. So I have a variety of lip products and things that I feel like are very neutral and will work with whatever eye look I want to do for the Mario palette, because that's my real main concern. I'm not really focusing on panning anything else, but I'm pretty committed to the Mario palette. Alright, so that is everything for my monthly makeup basket for May. Thank you so much for watching. I will be checking in at the beginning of June with my thoughts, and I will let you know what products I will be using in June. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, concerns, if there are any products you would like to see me use. If I have them, I will use them. I won't be buying anything new, but if I happen to have them, I will gladly put them in this basket so that I can talk about them a little bit more. Anyway, thank you once again for spending some time with me. I really, really appreciate it, and I hope we get a chance to chat soon. Bye for now.